Alright, ladies and gents, there's not much left to do now. I just need to do a bit of the base. This is sort of an update on this. I'm gonna gray most of the base out, try and get the small parts, and then I'm going to hit the whole thing with Army Painter Quick Shade, a dark tone, just to see how that goes. So let's go ahead and get this started. Not really doing anything fancy this video. There's no time lapses, nothing like that. Just regular painting and me talking over it. So for those of you who are from my older videos, I'm not really doing the comic stuff anymore. It's kind of out of the frame. It's too expensive to keep up with on a decent level. And as a family man, I don't have time to keep reading it. I will pretty much catch up on Spawn, and that's about it. But yeah, so comic stuff is kind of out the window. I know some of you guys followed for the hauls and stuff I got. I don't really buy action figures anymore, though I have been eyeing the Lightning series, Lord Zed. And I am definitely debating picking that thing up. That thing looks beautiful, like leagues above what they've been doing for Marvel Legends. I still keep up with how it looks and what's going on with them, but crap, I'm gonna have to grab some ink and go over that later. So this gray layer is basically looking like a wash because it is airbrush paint. That's kind of what I want, is just to get in and highlight the stuff in there so it doesn't look just black or black with a shade of purple. I want it to have a bit of a better look than that. And I'm not really worried about deep in there. I just want what's kind of gonna be seen. And once this dries, I might go back and mix some black into it. Maybe do a regular black or something to try and pull out more of the detail there. Miniature wise, I backed the Bloodborne game all in. That is kind of a crazy amount of minis. And we have the Reaper Reaper 5 Kickstarter coming. And I'm hoping to go all in with that, because if I do, whatever D&D campaign I'm running when it comes in is going to get a major upgrade. Oh man, I almost feel like I should take this off the base just so I can really see into it, because trying to work around the tentacles is kind of nuts. There's super small gaps like right here. And I think that's suitable. That'll turn out well enough. So I'm going to grab some of the purple game ink. Not do anything really major with it. Just throw it right there. And I do have a wet palette. I do have a couple other things, but until I'm off of my phone, this is kind of what I'm working with. Alright, let's clean up some of this. I actually think I did a fairly good job. Except for right there. Not really getting anything anywhere. There's a bit of a spot there. Go and cover some of that up. And I know this doesn't really do much. But I feel like it'll give the figure a bit more of a cohesive look without it being as splotchy. Sorry, I think I might have been covering the camera. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and let most of this dry. I'm gonna go over these top bits a bit. See if I can't bring more purple out of that. And I will be back when I do the actual shade itself. Boom, we are back. We are ready for the quick shade, and I don't like doing the dip method. I did it on GoTrack. I did not care for how it turned out. So I am literally taking one of these super crappy little brushes. Get a bunch at the dollar store for real cheap. And I'm just going to start throwing it on there. Trying to make sure I get everywhere a nice even coat. Hopefully. They should be over by the couch, honey. I'm in the middle of something.
Where up by the couch?
Over on the thing, or over by the Pepsi can on the white thing. You got it? So hopefully with this, the... What? Oh yeah, bugs everywhere.
It looks like connected dots. I'm scared to open this door.
Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. That was the wife. Hopefully you guys are able to actually see what I'm doing. I'm literally just trying to coat this whole thing. Make sure the shader gets into the cracks. Get the eye. The little front tentacles. And we're just throwing it on there. This part I've done before several times on a couple different minis. Sometimes it works really well. I don't know how it's going to go with this thing, but I know I'm super excited to have it get that real glossy, kind of grotesque, wet look. And this thing is great for that. I do not think I will do a matte varnish on this, as the varnish, the gloss varnish from this protects the minis quite well. I'm not too worried about this caking up. Just want to get it everywhere. Gonna go tentacle by tentacle, top and bottom. Now, I've seen some people mix Flow Aid into this. I've never even thought to try it. Kind of seems like a waste of Flow Aid to me, but you can give it a go, see what results you get. You might like it better than I do. I don't know. God, I feel like you're mostly seeing my hands, so let me shift this. And that was totally by accident. Alright. That should give you guys a better view. Now the reason I'm using this super cheap brush, I'm not worried about doing any special little tiny details or anything like that. I literally just want to coat this whole damn thing. make sure I get everything. My son is in there playing a video game for a bit. It's super, super late for him. So, 4th of July, not really too worried about it. Get all that. The really cool part is you can kind of tell what's been done and what hasn't been done. Akira, if you could please keep it down, buddy. You can kind of tell what's been gone over and what hasn't been gone over because of the gloss. It's very convenient, especially with lights going. But I think that's it. Gonna throw some into the bottom here. And there we go. Hit the top of this again. And tomorrow when it dries, we will be back to see exactly how it looks when it's dry. Usually takes about 24 hours, but to give you an idea, this is a little mini I did. I use the same stuff on, and it works fairly well. I will see you guys tomorrow. And we're done. So you can see it's got a super crazy gloss to it, which I love. Makes it look all sticky and gooey. The transitions on the head are a lot better with the wash. I think I might have gone a little heavy on it, but I'm insanely happy with how it turned out. I think I might grab some matte and do a little bit of matte on that flush part there, but I haven't decided yet. The only other thing I might do to make this a bit more convincing, besides getting better painting skills, is maybe get some super glue, do some single bits on a sheet of parchment paper, and then super glue them between like the tentacles so it has like slime coming off there. But that's pretty much it. So you can see it's, in my opinion, a fairly drastic change from the basic matte airbrushing. The base is different enough that it does not look like it's just sitting on more purple crap. And well, I'm not a fan of exactly how this stuff turned out on the bottom of the feet. I think it gives enough of a different feel that it reads visually pretty well. As per usual, if you enjoy this video, go ahead and throw me a like. Hit subscribe if you want more. We're going to be finishing up these dudes next. And all of them. So you can see I've already started recording some footage for it. And after that, I've got a super huge surprise for you guys. One last note about these things. I'm not going to be making the Sculpey Monster probably for another 3 or 4 weeks when I have the resources to do so. That's pretty much it.